Hi guys, it's Chris with City Your Homestead and time for dinner. So tonight I'm going to go back to doing something from my canned goods to make something else out of it. And while I'm working on this, I want to have a little bit of a talk. So today we're going to use my pizza soup. I'm going to use both jars and I'm going to drain them and I'll be right back. So while it's draining, because you know that it's soup and it's got a bunch of stuff in it, I thought maybe we'd have a little bit of a talk. And hopefully I don't offend anybody or anything else. But the last week I haven't been myself. And a lot of it had to do, I had to block 2 ladies from my channel. So they went to another site and yeah, been really, really mean. But anyway, and that's part of the reason I didn't do a video on Friday. It made me feel pretty worthless, actually. And I thought about quitting YouTube. And my daughter-in-law and my husband were like, no, you don't. And so I decided, we went out and we had dinner. And we met a beautiful couple. They were like 88 years old. He'd been in World War I or II or something, I can't remember. But anyway, our neighbor actually showed up. So we had a really good time Friday night. So that was nice to get out, just the 2 of us. And then we made some new friends and had dinner with old friends. But part of what she said, they said, I should say, they talk about me being unhealthy. Yes, I am a fat girl, what they call me. And I've never gotten to 400 pounds, by the way. But I had lost 40 pounds about 1.5 years ago. And when I lost my brother last year, I kind of went into depression. And then things with my sister, and it just was a lot of stress. And I gained back a little over 20 pounds. And I've gotten all but 10 pounds of that back off. And so that makes my numbers for diabetes a little bit higher now. And I'm working on that. Like, I'm not drinking pop all day. I'm drinking more tea and things like that, and trying to do a little bit better things. But then she called on my food slop. And, you know, canning looks so ugly and whatever. And you had a 4-year-old jar. Well, you know, when I first started canning in 2021, once I got to the pressure canning, you guys, world opened. I canned everything that would come in front of my face. And if people gave me vegetables, whatever it was, I put it in jars. And yes, you do lose some nutritional value, but it's still really good food. And as long as it's safe and it's, you know, sealed properly, it will be fine. And I used to be her, thinking that, you know, you don't save money. Why are you canning? Blah, blah, blah. And actually, I have found that, you know, people can spend money on all the very expensive fruits and vegetables and whatever. But actually, mine come straight out of my garden. They won't next year, but most of them come out of my garden. And you can't get much more organic. I don't put any kind of anything on them. So if they don't flourish, I don't put anything on them. And the places that I do buy my vegetables from are really nice fruit stands. So they're very much organic too. And then talking about the pre-processed foods or whatever. So I was thinking about that, and I watched a video today. And I'm not going to be discouraged because, you know, this lady on this video was talking about things that people get at the food bank. Now, I haven't taken Jack to a food bank in over 2 years, so I'm not sure what they're handing out now, but she was pointing out things that they normally give away or whatever. And, you know, I got to thinking about it. She does this lower food cost things. Just because you can afford organic or you can afford to buy groceries, it doesn't mean everybody can. Everybody's having rough times, even the people that's got money. And if I can continue to do easy and cheap meals for people so that they can actually feed their families and not have to decide between an electric bill or a gas bill or whatever it happens to be, I'm going to continue to do that. Now, if I can cook healthier, yes, I will do that too. But my goal on my channel is for everybody to be good to one another and to love one another. And I'm not a professional cook. Have I cooked in restaurants? Yes, but I'm not a chef by any means. And I like to be creative, and hopefully you guys like my creations, and that's great. But I know what it's like to not have enough money to buy groceries. And it sucks. I also know what it's like to be a single mom and you hustle to do whatever you can do to feed your children. And I hope that these recipes and things that I show you will help it so that you don't have to worry about where your kid, grandkids, whatever, next meal is coming from. So, I'm not bashing anybody. I'm not angry with anybody, nothing like that. But hopefully I can be back to my normal self. And yeah. So I'm going to let that finish draining. And then we're going to make our pizza soup into something completely different. I am so excited. And I hope this turns out. Alrighty. So I have everything drained out. So there isn't much sauce left in there, but in whatever sauce is left in there, it'll cook down because I want it to heat up. I do have my oven at 350, and let me show you what pizza soup looks like when your sauce is all gone. They look delicious. So now what I want to do is, you know, I have seriously been trying to think of different ways. Like yesterday when I made the, when me and Tom made our egg rolls, you guys, that was so good. Oh, those were so good. And we had so many of them that actually, our friend that we had met at the Chinese restaurant, I thought, let's give them to him. And I called him, I said, do you want them? He's like, yeah. He goes, I'm going to go home and snack on them, and then I got my lunch for tomorrow. And I said, that's great. So it worked out wonderful. All right, so I am going to make nachos. Pizza nachos. Why not? So I'm going to take my corn tortillas here, and we're going to put them out on our plate here. And if we don't have enough left, that's okay. Tom brought up some of his meatloaf and potatoes. He's always looking for a reason for us not to have enough of something. Because, you know, remember I canned like those 18 jars or something. And someone had told me today that, Bernie, that she got chicken for $1.99 a pound, and she canned it all up. And then there's a different kind of chicken on sale this week for 99 cents. You know what? When you can get it for $1.99 instead of $3.29, grab it. And if you can, get it in jars. If you just have a freezer, get it in your freezer. What you buy today, I guarantee you, is going to be cheaper than tomorrow. And if you can find some amazing sales, don't pass them up. You know, we all got to get through those grocery bills somehow. So I'm going to let that warm up, and then I'll be back, and we're going to finish this up. Alrighty, so now it's all heated up. Tom is actually at the chiropractor right now, so we're going to pour this pizza soup over top of those nachos. Alrighty. Ouch. So take a look at that. That looked good. Oh. Now I'm going to take mozzarella cheese, since it is pizza. And we're going to put mozzarella cheese over that. Look at that. Alrighty. Let me seal back up my cheese. Now I've decided that I want to add a few things to it. So I've got some more of my banana peppers. So why not? I get peppers on my pizza sometimes. I'll spread those out. I'll use this jar up. And then, even though it has black olives in it, Tom and I both really love black olives. So I'm going to use some of my recanned black olives. Well, I got a spot that didn't have any peppers on it. What in the world was I thinking? I'm going to put more black olives on it. That's the one good thing about recanning or canning. I don't have to go to the store and pay the ungodly price that they want to charge for black olives. Or other foods either. And they turn out beautiful when you recan them. Alrighty. So there we go. How about that? I'm going to stick them in the oven. Let everything get nice and hot and bubbly. Get the cheese melted. And then we'll meet you at the table for a taste test. Well, hi, Tom.
Hello.
So, pizza, soup, nachos.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good for changing soup into nachos.
Yeah.
2 more jars off the shelf.
Belle thinks he needs one.
Well, actually 4, because I used up the rest of the peppers and
Go over look at her shop.
black olives, too.
Go over look at her shop.
Well, there's burger and little pepperonis. Here's a little pepperoni you can put over there for her.
She might not like that. I don't know. Here you go, baby.
She'll usually eat it because you said she won't like it.
She's eating it too.
So what do you think?
She licked it and left it alone.
Good nacho dinner?
No. Awesome.
Alrighty, there we go, guys. Another recipe that's turned into something else other than soup. You guys have a blessed night. Be a blessing, and goodbye, Tom.
Goodbye, Tom.
You guys have a great night.